Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Apologies for getting these videos up late. I was sick for the majority of October, which really sucked. But I'm excited to be feeling a lot better. I'm still a bit congested, so apologies if I sniffle and stuff. But I'm excited to get into this. This is the Disney Hocus Pocus Tarot Deck and Guidebook. This is by Tori, Schafer and illustrated by Dread. This is published by Insight Editions, and Insight Editions did send me this particular deck for the purposes of a review. So I'm super excited. Let's get into it. We have some nice foiling on the cover. So in the back here, it says, bring a touch of witchcraft into your tarot practice with this official tarot deck inspired by Disney's classic film Hocus Pocus, featuring beautiful original illustrations of Max and Danny Dennison, the Sanderson sisters, Thackeray Binks, and many more as classic tarot characters. So, yes, this retails for, I believe, $24.99 in the US, $33.99 in Canada. So let's open it up. So inside it's just purple. We of course have a ribbon for the book and then for the cards. And then on the inside we have this candle. Okay, so there. Let's go through the guidebook first. This is the back. So this was written by both Minerva Siegel and Tori Schafer and illustrated by Dread or Dread. I'm not sure honestly how to pronounce this the illustrator's name, so apologies. I do know, I believe that Minerva was only a co-author. I think she only started like doing the groundwork for the deck itself. I don't know how much she wrote because I know during this time she did have a stroke and wasn't able to finish a lot of the projects that she was on. So I'm not sure how much she did, but of course they did give her did put her name in the guidebook as well. But I'm pretty sure Tori did most of the writing. I think she only did the groundwork, Minerva, I believe. Of course, if she watches this, she could always correct me. So, yes, or let me know. So we do have a table of contents here. We have an introduction. We have understanding your tarot deck. We have the majors and then the minors. So we have candles, pumpkins, lightning, and potions for the minor arcana. And then we have tarot readings. So caring for your deck, preparing to read, tarot spreads about the authors and about the artist. Okay. So we have understanding your tarot deck. Do we have any information about the minors here? Okay. Candles, pumpkins, lightning, and potions. Okay, wands, coins, swords, and cups. Makes sense. Perfect. So, fire. And we have pumpkins for pentacles, swords, and potions for cups. Good. Great. Love it. So I think they made a mistake here. So they put it in order here, but I think they made a mistake between these two. Hold on, I need to see this closer. So in the information, I think they made a mistake. Let me see how this reads. So if I go to cups for a second. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they just made a mistake on this page. Because when I read here. Okay, so the actual entries are fine. It's just the information here in the guidebook was like they made a mistake here. So this should be a here and this should be here. So you just got to reverse these because in the entries, they're fine. Like if you look at, for example, the 5 of potions, overwhelmed by your grief, anguish, things like that, typical. Here, Ace of Potions, creative endeavors or new relationships. 2, you've entered a partnership full of trust and respect, which is the 2 of Cups typically. So that's fine. Let's take a look at the candles quickly. Here, about disputes, conflict with others, conflict with yourself, newfound passion, preparing to start a journey. Yeah, so those are fine. So this information just needs to be switched. So don't get confused. This is actually water and this is actually fire. So yeah. Definitely a boo-boo there. And then let's see, for the majors, so we have some information about the card. And then upright and reversed, we do have the name of the person who's in the car. So this is, of course, Max. And then we have Winifred. Sarah. Jenny. Dave. Okay, Winifred's spell book. So at least gives you or tells you who's supposed to be in here. So Max and Allison. Okay. That's good. I love that. I love when there's information about who the character is in the card. Okay, let's take a look at the quartz. So who is this? Let's see. A fiery man. Okay. Okay, so these two, they don't say who this is. They don't say who this is either. Okay, so that's a little disappointing because I do like, if you're going to put a character in a card, tell us who this is from the movie. That way we know, especially if we haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen this movie in years. I should rewatch this movie. I haven't watched this movie in years. I haven't even watched the second one. Okay, so for the minors, we seem to have upright reversed. Let's take a look at the quartz for the pumpkins. Let's see. Yeah, so the quartz don't seem to have character info, which is quite annoying. Yeah, no character info. These must be the Sanderson sisters. They're different hands. So, yes. What about here? No, they don't. Not even in the minors. Okay, so that I wish they had done. I wish they had put in the name of the character. I find it very important if you're going to put a character into a card that you at least say who this is. We'll see how the entries read, but we do have some information here. Caring for your deck, preparing to read the tarot. We have some spreads, so Wisdom of Witches, The Cat's Eye, Hocus Pocus. About the authors, so we have both Minerva Siegel as well as Tori Schafer. Her handle now is author _ Minerva Siegel, I believe. So, yes. And then we have Drea D. I guess it's Drea D, not Dread. So, yes. Drea D. Awesome. Okay. So we'll definitely read from the guidebook after. Let's go through the cards. So first, these are the backs. And then we're going to start. So we have the Fool here. The majors, at least they tell you who the person is, which, thank you. Magician. So I do like this. Like, even though both our hands are up, we still have one that's higher than the other. So you still have that kind of aspect of, you know, above so below, which you typically see in the Magician card. She's doing actual magic, and her tool is the book. There is, of course, like lightning and whatnot, and we do have lightning as a suit. So that's good. I don't see the other suits in here, so, but other than that, pretty good. We have the High Priestess. Definitely not your typical High Priestess. We have people at the bottom while she's on a broom. The Empress. The Emperor, dressed as a vampire. This is the spell book that you see in the Magician card. Lovers. 555. It's always numbers, how they start off. The Chariot. Interesting with the Strength card. She looks so angry. Who is this? Let me see. Strength. Okay, so this is Danny. And she's standing up to bullies, apparently. Good for her. Good for her. Then we have the Hermit. Here lies body of M. William Butcherson, died 1st of May, 1893. Lost soul. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. I'm just reading. This is apparently Danny. Then we have the Sanderson sisters. Suspension. So they renamed the Hangman. Transformation. This is the death card. We have Temperance. We have the Master as the devil. Look at the dog. It's so cute. The house as the tower. Is this their house or Max's house? No, I think it's their house, right? The sisters. Let's see. Yeah, Sanderson Cottage. So it's their house. The star. Who's the star? Oh, Emily. Oh, I saw her name earlier. Emily. Emily Binks. Emily Binks. And this is Mary. Mary Sanderson. Winifred. We have the cemetery as Judgment. Old Burial Hill. And then we have the worlds. The world is who? Let's see. The world is Thackeray Binks and Emily. Okay, brother and sister. These are brothers and sister. They're brother and sister. Okay, so that was the majors. Now we're gonna move on. I don't know who anyone is, so I'll have to figure it out. Knight of Potions. That's cool. Though, I wish it was like an actual knight, not just hands. We have the page. I don't know who this is. Maybe Thackeray Binks. So we have the Ace of Potions. We have the Two of Potions. Interesting. We have the Three of Potions. This is them specifically. So Winifred, Mary, and Sarah. Five of Potions. Six of Potions. Dead Man's Toes. Ew, this is the Six of Cups. Growth. 7 of potions. 7 of cups. We have like different potions going on. Yeah. Mary has lots of potions in her arms. We have the 9 cups. And then the 10 of cups. Then we go into the wands. So this is Danny. So we have the Ace of Candles. We have the 2 of Candles. I do really like that. You see like the hands, shadow, like hand shadows. Definitely get like a creepy vibe from the shadow hands. So pumpkins is pentacles. I think this is their house. The house of Max and Danny, I think. I don't know who this is. Or this. Maybe that's a bully. I don't know. Page. Ace of Pumpkins. So we have 2 of Pentacles. 3. 4. So this is Max. Oops. So now we're in the swords. Honestly, I have no idea who this is. It really doesn't say. Let's see. Nope. No, it doesn't say. Okay, so now we have the Ace of Swords. The 5. Oh wow, look at that. 7 of Swords. No, 8 of, is this the 8 of Swords? 8 of Swords. This is the 7 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Crazy. Then we have the 9. Very nightmarish. With all the lightning and the bats. And then lastly, 10 of Swords. Cool. So I don't mind that it's a semi-pip, so it's like a mix of scenic and non-scenic. I honestly, I don't mind that. Cardstock is matte. A little bit thin, but I don't mind it. I think this is good quality cardstock. It'll be good for riffle shuffling, I think. Shuffle's good. Obviously, there's going to be some clumping in the beginning because this is the first time I'm shuffling it. But with like any deck, I feel like it'll loosen up once I use it. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So we're going to read for the Chariot. And I'm just going to read 2 cards. My voice. 5 of Pentacles. My throat is starting to bother me. Okay. Okay, let's move this over. Okay, let's see here. Read for the Chariot, and then the 5 of Pumpkins. Okay, let's see, the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot. The Chariot rushes towards the goal ahead, caring not what distance it must travel or what obstacles lie in wait. Similarly, the Sanderson sisters work tirelessly to take back their spellbook and ensure their immortality, lest they turn to dust at sunrise. They fly across the sky long into the night on broomstick, mop, and vacuum in order to achieve their goals. Do you feel driven to accomplish something? Upright. The Sanderson sisters search desperately to find their spell book and ensure their survival come the morning. You find yourself working relentlessly to accomplish a goal and perhaps feel the pressure of a similar deadline. Keep up the pace and you shall surely succeed. Remember that your destination lies ahead, not behind. Reversed. Sometimes we pursue a goal without reason or care. Winifred chases down Danny to exact her revenge, refusing to listen to her sisters. Take time to reflect on your current path and consider if it is truly the best way to accomplish your goals. It's easy to lose sight of your destination during such a long journey. So this is what I read for the Chariot. Okay, now let's read the Five of Pumpkins, which is the Five of Pentacles. Upright. As the cool autumn turns to bitter winter, your fortune turns to strife. You may find yourself struggling financially, vulnerable, and anxious. Know you are not alone. Seek the aid of others and watch for a way out. Even winter eventually turns to spring. Reversed. This card holds a similar meaning in the reverse position. Though the crisis may be looming ahead rather than currently happening, reflect on what may be the cause of this future financial hardship. How can you prevent it? Who can lend their aid? And this is what I read for the Five of Pumpkins, which is the Five of Pentacles. All right. So overall, I really like this deck. The only thing I would say is that I wish that the guidebook had the names of the characters for the minor arcana. So the core cards, if there's a character in the core cards, or if there's a character in the minor card, I wish that they stated that in the entry somewhere. Other than that, I like this. I like this a lot better than Stranger Things. So if you see my Stranger Things video, that one, honestly, I was expecting a little better. I had higher hopes, I guess, for it. But this one, I like a lot more. So if I had to choose between the two, this one is definitely one that I would gravitate towards more. However, my Disney villains is probably still going to be at the top with my Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are probably my faves when it comes to the Disney decks that Inside Editions has done, because those are like really well done in my opinion. But overall, I think this deck was really well done. The art is fantastic. I really love the art style. I think it's really great. Again, just the guidebook, just adding the names of who the characters are in the core cards and the minor arcana. That's the only thing I think would have made this deck like top notch. Because not everyone, sometimes people just want to buy decks and they don't want to know the movie, you know? They just think it's cool and was like, oh, maybe I want to buy this, but maybe they haven't seen the movie in years, or maybe they haven't seen the movie at all, but just want to have this deck in their collection. I find it important to have character names in the book. That way you're aware of who that person is, and you don't have to like play guessing games like, who's this? Who's that? You know what I mean? So, yes. Now I'm going to have to rewatch the movie because I haven't watched the movie in years to find out who some of these characters are and write it in the guidebook or something. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular deck. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have it? How do you like it? If you don't have it, is it something that you would pick up? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you no matter what. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you have a great spooky month, or had a great spooky month rather. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.